Good morning, everyone. So today's question that came is kind of funny because what came was, what do we want to know? What do I want to know? So it's yeah, we're just going to. Sometimes we don't even know what we're wanting to know. We just want to know something. We want to do a reading. We want to have someone tell us something, but we don't know what that is until we hear it. So that's what we're going to do today. So the question is, what do we want to know right now? Okay, I'm going to open the energy, let you pick your piles, and we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. All right, if you haven't picked a pile yet, pause the video and do so. But I'm going to get started with the first deck, which is the Sun deck, the Gold deck, Divine Masculine deck, Divine Creator deck. So to us, for us, from us, I'm included today. What do we want to know? Group number one. Tell us what we want to know. Okay, it's about manifesting our heart's desires in this physical world. We want to know if this is true, if this will happen, if we're creating this, if this is possible. We want to know, okay? What, so it's about this. And I heard they want me to go to this book, this specific book that they've been making me use for a bit now, and see what the interpretation is here, because there's some specific things here. Financial wealth and privilege. Okay. Ten of Pentacles is a card that represents financial wealth and privilege. It may signify that an unexpected sum of money will come your way via a will or a deed. This card may also signify harmony in the home through tradition or otherwise. Okay, so that's the specific thing. Some of you might be asking about money. Will some money come through in some way? Or will you have enough money for something in some way? This says an unexpected, this is the specific thing they wanted to address. An unexpected sum of money will come your way via a will or a deed. So, I mean, it might not be exactly that way, but whatever the money is that you're looking for, it's going to come through. It's going to come through. This is a big yes card around financial dreams, financial wants and needs. So if that's what you've been wanting to know but are too afraid to ask because you didn't want to hear, no. This is a good way for you to find out that it is coming. Okay, so believe it. Stay positive about it. Believe it. What else do they want to tell us about this, if anything? My pile number one. They say put this down. They want me to use the blue cards. So that's the creator, divine giving, energy. This is the receiving. So here we go. There we go. The blue one came out. Oh, look at that. It's happening because you're willing it to happen, okay? You are the King of Wands and the Magician here in this card, okay? This is King of Wands and the Magician. This is all about being the creator. So that's interesting because that was the Divine Creator and this Divine Receiving deck. But being the creator of your own will, your own, transforming and transmuting energies, using your willpower, being able to tap into your own magic, etc., etc. So again, we're going to go they want me to go to this book again for a couple things that are specific about this card that they want me to address. So the Magician. Let's do the Magician first, I hear. Okay. It signifies the desires that can be achieved through strength of will and character. So, yes, exactly. So you are achieving this through strength of will and character, okay? Through your willpower. You're willing it to happen. So keep willing it to happen, okay? Don't believe that it's going to happen because you're willing it to happen. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your power to create, your willpower to create, the power of your will, all of that, okay? King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands is a card that is vital for taking the initiative, especially with regards to your career and finances. This card indicates that you are actively working toward achieving your personal goals. So yeah, so this is going to happen for you because you are doing the work. It's not because it's just going to drop, because I think this, this said it's unexpected, but it's unexpected the way that it comes to you. But you are doing the work. They want to remind you that you're doing the work. You're willing it to you. You're doing the work to make it happen. Believe in that. Believe in your power, okay, to create. That's what I'm hearing. Believe in your power to create this financial flow that you're looking for, okay? That's what they're saying with that. They want me to do one of these cards next. Oh, there it is. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. They want me to go to this book, which corresponds with this deck, which is the one that they're getting me to use a lot lately. Okay. The Nine of Wands. It's a card of perseverance and persistence. That's what this says. This card is telling you that even though things may be difficult, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You're halfway toward your goal. This card is telling you to keep going. Okay, so keep going, keep manifesting, keep believing that you can manifest this, okay? The Nine of Wands is fulfillment on the transformation willpower level. So, yeah, keep going, okay? You might feel exhausted from everything you've been doing up until now. You might feel like it's never going to happen. This says keep going. It is going to happen, okay? It's going to happen. All right, and then one more of these receiving cards. So they really want to encourage you to keep going. You're willing it into existence. You really are. It's financial flow, okay? And look at that. The Justice card, which says you reap what you sow, okay? The universe is fair, just, and balanced, and you will reap what you sow. So you've been putting all this out there. It's coming back to you. You know, there's that old saying, what you put out comes back to you tenfold. Also, the Eight of Swords to remind you you are not a prisoner of anybody. You are not a victim of anybody. You are not oppressed by anybody. You can use your free will to create whatever you want. And if you feel oppressed or imprisoned or victimized in any way, it's up to you to choose to feel differently, to live differently, etc. Okay, so I'm just going to read from this book again, so it's very clear. The Eight of Swords often represents being in a situation where you feel trapped. You may feel that you cannot escape, and there is something holding you back from where you'd like to be. This card can symbolize that you're being paralyzed by those thoughts. So they're saying, move away from, if you're feeling like you cannot will this into existence. Oh, I see. Because it's not happening as quickly as you may have thought it would happen, or it's not happening in the way that you thought it would happen. You feel like you're powerless. That's what this Eight of Swords is about. But you're not powerless, and that's what these cards are here to tell you. You are powerful. Persist, persevere, okay? You will reap what you've been sowing. That's what the Justice card says. Let's see what it says in this book in particular to bring some clarity to this for you. Let's see. It symbolizes moral truth, both corporeal and metaphysical. It offers fairness and ethics as a solution to corruption. Okay, so balance, fairness, truth. So yes, as I've said, you'll reap what you sow. The universe is fair, just, and balanced. If you are willing it, if you are creating it with the intention for your highest good and the highest good of all, it's going to happen, okay? So don't feel powerless. You are not powerless. You are very powerful to create whatever you choose, as long as it's for your highest, well, not as long as you can create whatever you choose. You can create things that are not for your highest good. We do it all the time. But when you're focusing on this, creating this material financial flow, I know that I feel that you're doing it for your highest good and for the highest good of others around you and the highest good of all. So, trust that what you reap, you will sow. So if you're putting good intentions out there, if you're putting good out there, if you're putting generosity out there, if you're putting kindness out there, if you're putting, you know, work out there, all of that stuff, it will come back to you, okay? You will reap what you sow, okay? Just keep doing it, okay? Keep doing it. Don't give up now. That's what they want you to know, okay? Or that's what you wanted to know, all right? You guys go have a beautiful day. I hope that helps. Bye-bye. Pile number 2, deck number 2, whatever you want to call this. I guess it is a deck, but it is a pile. So anyway, let's see what it is that you want to know, that we want to know right here. Okay, I'm including myself today. So to us, for us, from us, pile number 2, group number 2. What is it that we want to know? That didn't take long to pop out. 3 of Wands, your hard work is paying off. That's what you want to know. And so your question is my hard work paying off? And your answer is yes, it is. Your hard work is paying off, okay? So that's what the 3 of Wands says to me very specifically every time I see it. But there is something more in this book that we're going to look at that might be relevant as well before we continue on. Yeah, progress. 3 of Wands is a card of strategy and potential. Expand your mind to reflect all your interests, not merely those that you are completely comfortable with. This card may also indicate that there are obstacles that you will overcome in the future. Okay, so so your hard work is paying off. This book specifically is reminding you to expand your mind to reflect all of your interests, though, not merely those you are comfortable with, okay? So make sure that you're expanding your mind, expanding your strategy, expanding your work that we're talking about here that's going to pay off, to include all of your interests. So not just, what you're comfortable with, okay? And I hear, so not just financial, health, love, related, all of those things. They want you to make sure that's all included in what you're doing. All right? So they want to tell you something more about this. So the answer to your question is your hard work is paying off. It will pay off. It's worth it. Do it. Look at that. Okay. We have 2 cards here. They're going here, and we'll look at this one after. This is fulfillment on the physical level, okay? The 9 of Pentacles is fulfillment on the physical level. So your hard work will pay off. Things will manifest in the physical level. You will be fulfilled on the physical level. 9 of Pentacles is an amazing, amazing positive card. It represents the work you're doing, and that's going within and, seeking truth from within and manifesting your inside world into the outside world, okay? This is the Hermit card. So, you're doing the spiritual reflection, you're doing the spiritual introspection, you're discovering who you truly are, okay? The Hermit can symbolize the discovery of the self and through the intimate analysis of one's own life, okay? So you're doing that. That's the work you're doing. And 9 of Pentacles, as I said, is the fulfillment on the material world level. Success, abundance, maturity. The 9 of Pentacles is a representation of all things sophisticated. It signifies indulgence and abundance for individuals who have reached success in their endeavors. Okay, so your hard work is paying off. This card can also signify that you have worked hard for what you have. So there you go. All right. So that's one thing that they want to tell you. So again, this is what you were asking about. Maybe you were afraid to ask it, but because you don't want to seem materialistic or whatever, but they're answering it regardless. So they want you to know. This is, okay, we're going to keep going. We're going to get 1 card for here. There we go. There's your 1 card. Yeah, you are becoming the high priestess, okay? You are understanding the relationship between the physical and the spiritual world. You are understanding the balance between the physical and the spiritual world. You're understanding how to manifest. You're understanding the duality and how they can come together. You've opened your third eye, your psychic abilities. You're wise. All of those things. This is the 2 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So we're going to look at those in this book because that's what we're doing today. So The High Priestess. This card represents an ideology grounded in the divine feminine, which is the divine receiver, the divine birther. It symbolizes the mysticism of the maiden, the instinct of the mother, and the insight of the crone. Okay, heed to the knowledge and power of women. So, and that's the power to receive and to birth. So we've talked about this leading, in different readings. We have the power to create, but we also have to birth that creation and then receive that creation. So that's what's going on here, right? So that's why it's the maiden, the mother, and the crone, right? So you're starting to understand this power that you have, okay? And then the Two of Pentacles. Let's just see what this book says about that, if there's anything specific that needs to be addressed. Yeah, balance, income. The Two of Pentacles represents the handling of money in the financial sphere. It may indicate profit or loss. I'm going to say profit with the cards around it. And this could also have that you need to balance your physical relationships as well. So something in the physical world with another individual. So balancing the needs of one individual with the needs of the other. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that as well. And if you have been doing that, that's going to pay off as well. You're doing a good job there. Okay, that's what they're saying here. All right, and there might be a decision that you need to make. Okay, but you're going within you're doing all the right things. So don't worry, you'll make that decision. Okay. Now, the third card they want to tell you about is, look at this. This is the Emperor, okay, and the King of Swords. So this says that because you've done the work, you understand that you are the author of your life. You are the Emperor. You have authority in your world, in your life. This is power. This is leadership. This is divine masculine energy. It symbolizes stability, structure, wealth, okay? So your hard work is paying off. You've got both. You're blending the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. You're blending. You're blending those energies. The creator that you are with the birther and receiver that you are. So that's amazing. And it's also the King of Swords, that card. So King of Swords is about being very coming to a place of having the knowledge that you need. So the knowledge that you need to create your life, I guess is how I'm going to say it. So the King of Swords represents a self-disciplined and rational individual who is level-headed and honest. This is an individual who is dependable, and it can be, so it represents that stability again, and especially with your maturity and the experience and the knowledge that comes with being the King of Swords is what helps you to be the Emperor, which blends very well with the High Priestess. So you have that knowledge and experience, and you have the wisdom. Okay, and through both of those, you can create and manifest whatever you want, and you're doing it. The Three of Wands in these two decks. Is it these two decks, or is it a different deck? It's actually a different deck. I have a completely different deck. But anyways, the Three of Wands in a different deck I have shows a man holding three staffs with the lights on them to guide his ship in. He's shining the light, the guiding light. He's being the guiding light to bring his ship in. So your ship is coming in because you're doing the work to figure out who you are and what you want and manifest it in the physical world. And you've done the work to come to this place of being this divine masculine, divine feminine, the creator, and the birther receiver, the innate intuitive wisdom, and the knowledge and experience and authority. Okay, so it's all coming together for you. All right, you guys go have a beautiful day. All right, what do you want to know? What do we want to know? They keep correcting me. I'm included. To us, for us, from us. What do we want to know today? All right. We're looking for one card to jump out. There we go. Look at that. Is it? Oh, It's going to be the two cards. That's I was about to say, is it the one card? But it is the two cards. This card, this card was the card that came out for the last group. So you have that energy, card number, pile number 2 that I just did. So you might want to go watch that group. Okay, so that's why that's coming out. They want you to go watch group number 2. Okay, so you can watch group number 2 before or after this, but that's why this has come out. It's also showing a progression from the 3 of clubs to the 4 of clubs. Okay, so this card says your hard work is paying off. You will reap the rewards of your hard work. And this card is celebration. This is often a wedding or a marriage or something. Could be a family reunion, but it's a formal celebration, you know, of you amongst your family and friends and etc. So we're going to put those both up there. Make sure you watch pile number 2 as well, okay? So now, yeah, we're still doing this. Okay. No, we're going to do these. Okay. So let's see what else they want to say to us about this. So your hard work is paying off and you will be celebrated, basically. Okay? You will be celebrated, formally celebrated somehow. Okay? So you're manifesting, you're willing your ship to come in, and that's going to lead to a celebration of you in some way, some formal way, okay? Oh, they want me to read, okay, they want me to go here. There's something in this book. They're making me use this book a lot because it's different. Something about the 4 of Wands that they want me to see in here. Yeah, harmony, celebration, joy. Okay, yes. The joy. Your hard work is paying off and you're coming to a place of experience the joy. 4 is stability, foundation. It's a card with joyful, positive energy. It calls on the bonds of friends and family to evoke appreciation for the little things in life. This card is associated with returning to a place or a person you call home. Beautiful. Beautiful. The person could be you, right? If you've been working on self-discovery, you're returning to you, right? So that's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now what else do they want to tell us? We're looking for 2 cards from this deck. Okay, there they just came. All right. Which one's first? This one goes here and this one goes here. They're going to be upright, I hear. So let's turn this one over first. Okay, you've overcome a lot of challenges in your life. You've overcome a lot of challenges. You've faced a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges, and you've overcome them. That's what that card says to me. Okay. So yeah. And remember I said you may have been doing the self-discovery, maybe the work that you've done, and that's what you're coming home to yourself. In this book that they've guided me to use, it shows that there could be conflict at the core of your being. The opposition could be either internal or external, but there is certainly tension within your mind and body. Allow this to pass. This has passed is what these cards are saying. So that's why I'm reading it as it's passed. So yeah, there was a lot of internal conflict for you. You were being pulled, maybe by yourself or by something external away from you, right? Away from you. So you've spent a lot of time being pulled away from you. You've done the work to bring yourself back to you. That's what this is saying to me. Okay. So they want you to know that. They see that. Okay. And they want you to recognize that about yourself. Whoops. There we go. That card hopped out, jumped off the table. Look at that. It's the 3 of Cups. It's time to enjoy. Remember, this card's about joy. It's time to enjoy time. Spend time with your friends and family, enjoying, and being appreciated and all of that stuff, right? So again, this card is a wedding card. This is a wedding card too. So wedding, social indulgence, it says in this book. The 3 of cards may indicate that you or a loved one is planning a gathering of some sort. This could be a baby shower, wedding, or birthday get-together. Social connections are key to the application of this card. So there is definitely a formal celebration with your friends and family coming for you as part of this hard work that you've paid off, that's paying off for you, okay? So I don't know what this is, but for you in particular, I know I'm getting married, so I know what it is for me. So, but for you, it could be, a number of things. All right, let's see what this one says. Look at that. The Mastery card, the 8 of Pentacles Mastery card, okay? So you've mastered knowing who you are, coming back to who you are. That's what this is saying to me immediately. And I'm going to go to the book again. Yeah. This represents the represents the process of working toward a goal, whether that be career or health related. This card symbolizes productivity and ambition. In the context of love, this can manifest itself as a loving and committed relationship. So if this is wedding for you, that's what it's saying. Okay. So, but it could be any loving and committed relationship. But yeah, you've arrived. You're there. You've mastered it. You've figured out who you are. It's self-love. It's about self-love. This, this work that you've been doing, I think it's about self-discovery and learning to love yourself first and foremost, unconditionally. When you do that, when you master that, you can bring someone else in to your life and experience that loving relationship that you have with yourself externally. Well, you've been trying to do that for years, this card is telling me. You've had obstacles, you've had challenges, etc. You had conflicts, but you've now done this. And this is what this, so for you guys, this is, I think, about relationships for the most part. Interesting, because the first two were about financial stuff mostly, and that's why I think you need to look at number 2 as well. But and this is, abundance and harmony and balance in the physical world as well, right? So that includes financial. We have the pentacles here. Yeah, congratulations. You have arrived. You've come home to yourself, the one that loves you, appreciates you, adores you. And if you haven't already manifested an external relationship that reflects that, it's coming. These cards seem to say, if that's what you want. All right, you guys go have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.